everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of Whimsy with the Z. I'm your host, Ben, and our guest today, Dean. How you doing, Dean?
I'm doing good.
This is the latest that you and I've ever recorded. Do you prefer, I was thinking about this earlier, do you prefer like a later recording? Like, are you a night owl?
Well, this recording was kind of unexpected, but I mean, if I'm not busy, then I probably wouldn't mind doing night.
Mm,
It's more chill.
Yeah. Uh, First off, happy birthday.
Thank you.
It was last week, yes?
Yeah.
How old are you now? 15?
Yeah, I'm 15.
Do you feel a difference between 15 and 14?
Definitely.
Definitely. Like, what do you mean?
I don't know. I mean, like body change and stuff like that, but like, like it's a huge it's a huge transition from 14 to 15 because you can do a lot more, like I'm pretty
Okay.
sure I can get, I don't know, my permit, I can start working,
Okay.
big stuff like that.
Very cool. Have you thought about both of those things? Like, I think it's like 15 and a half to get your permit, but um, are you excited to start studying and start getting this idea of you getting your permit?
Yeah, my parents have been like trying to teach me how to drive ever since I was like 13.
Oh, very
I
cool.
wasn't really into it because I don't want to grow up.
Okay.
But I mean, now I'm more excited to learn how to drive, to get my permit. I mean, I know the basics. But yeah, I've been thinking about it. I don't know how it works about like permits or anything like that, so I still need to like, I guess, do a bit more research.
Okay.
But yeah.
Have you guys heard back anything on you getting a job? 'Cause I know your mom was looking at it for a minute to see what the
Yes,
actual age is.
I was talking about it today with her, and she says I need to start looking, because I'm gonna start working in the summer. I think that's gonna be easier for me, so school's
Yeah.
not in the way.
Very cool. You have a couple ideas of where you want to go?
Um, Not really. I just kind of want to do like I want to say like a basic kind of first job. My mom worked at like a clothing store. My dad worked at like in the mall and like in like the food court.
Okay.
Something like that. Not something like too far, but something that I can, enjoy and like get the hang of without like, not complaining about the work, if that makes
Right.
sense. Yeah.
That's exciting. Uh, what do you do? So you work through the summer, a little money in your pocket. What are some of the first things you think about? Like, have you spent it in your mind? You're like, I'm going to get a job this summer. I'll make a couple of bucks. Have you spent any of that money yet in your head? Like, what are some of the first things that you want to buy?
Um, well, I think since I'm like growing a lot, like growth spurts and stuff like that, I want to start getting new clothes. That sounds dumb, but I want to get new clothes. I want to start saving for a car. I think that's important. Second car. In my mind, like right now, I'm not good at saving. I've already spent all my birthday money. I'm not good at spending at all. So I don't know. I don't know. I guess I have
Right.
to see when the time comes.
The idea, okay, because it was right around my junior year. So, like a year from where you're at, is when I really started focusing on like the clothing. Like I wanted to, I weirdly started to find like I want to say my own style, but like I actually went out and would buy like specifically the things that I wanted. Um, so like when you go back to school shopping, is it just typically you and mom going to like whatever store? Like, do you like the idea of like going to your own? I'm trying to think how I want to say it. What would be different in you buying your own clothes versus what you're doing now?
Um. Well. Well, with the store thing, I haven't really found like a good store.
Mhm.
Like own little thing and own like like a what is it called, like a hidden gem, I guess.
Yeah,
Something that is more my style because, like, if you go to places like Walmart or Target and stuff
right.
like that, it's not gonna have like things that are like really appealing to people
Okay.
mind. I mean, it could, but like
But
not
it
like
is Walmart.
yeah.
Right.
Um, I want to try to buy my stuff online
Okay.
because again, there's more options.
Right.
And I mean, what the internet has like everything. Um,
So there's a particular style that you would like to see yourself in that you can't
yeah,
get from a Walmart. That's exciting
yeah,
though. Like like it's fun. I was a total douche. Um, I had overalls and I had a color scheme with a friend, so I was red, he was blues. But there was something weird about the idea, like to be able to work and the idea that you can buy your own like $60 pair of jeans and a like an $80 shirt seems kind of like over the top, but at the same time, it's kind of nice to be like those things. I like those things, and I can afford those things now. Um, that's kind of fun. So, have you already started like what would you say your style is that you're going for versus the Walmart, like where you're at now versus what you would like to see?
well, right now, I don't really have like I guess a set style if that makes sense or like a name for it. I
Mhm.
just literally wear anything that I
Right,
like. Um,
like a baggier clothes. You have a color like you want to wear more reds and more blues.
I wear a lot of black shirts.
Okay.
I feel like that's pretty common, but I mean they're comfortable. I like baggy shirts too. I mean, I like
Mhm.
wearing what are these called? I don't know what they're called. Um,
Well, like an undershirt, like a one
yeah,
seater. Yeah.
yeah, I've been wearing a lot of those like at home. They're pretty comfortable. Yeah, I don't really have a set style right
Okay.
now.
You like the idea of just being able to just start buying like the idea that you can just start like attempting to start piecing something together.
Yeah.
That's actually really cool. That's exciting. Um, you can you have to double check with your mom. I don't know if it was. I doubt that it was a regional thing, like just where I'm at. But in high school, it was all about uh, the belt. You had your nylon belt, and it had to hang down like way like almost to your knee, and or you had the wallet chain. Like that's I don't know if like we were real big on like real big baggy pants with big long hanging belts and wallet chains. I don't know why, but I enjoyed it back in the day.
My dad was like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you see old pictures and stuff.
Well, I mean, he doesn't really talk to me that much about, like himself in high school. It's mostly like what my mom tells me. But I mean, I see some photos now and then, and I don't know. I guess he was like one of like the, I don't know, like popular kids, I guess. So it kind of had like that trendy
Yeah,
style back then. Yeah.
that was perfect. It was definitely trendy. Like we all did it, man. We were just like, what is the other kid wearing? I'm like, I'm gonna wear that too.
Hmm.
How come we don't talk? Are there things about your dad that you would want to know about high school, like from him in high school?
Well, from what I heard, he was like a pretty bad kid.
Okay.
And I'm kind of like the opposite. I don't really get into like that trouble or like do
Mhm.
anything rebellious. So I think it's kind of cool to. I mean, I've heard some, but I think it would be cool if he was like more open about just like his experiences too in general. About anything. I think it would be cool. Uh, I mean, yeah, nothing specific, but
Right.
again, I heard that he was a pretty bad kid back then. So just like want to hear things that he
Uh,
did.
have you ever tried asking him about it?
I mean, yeah, I have, but
Okay.
like,
Should
it's
you jump in on
usually
it?
it's usually on like a weekday where he comes home very late from work,
Right.
tired is like leave me alone, you know?
Okay. Next year, I'll have your parents on. We'll talk about all their high school problems.
Uh,
um, when you get out, when are you done with school? Is it this week or next week?
like next week.
Are you excited? You're done as a freshman.
You know what? I think it went by really quickly, especially because I was online. Um, I'm not. I don't know. Like I feel like everyone, whenever school starts and like you're in, you're like, oh my gosh, this is just as horrible. I don't want to be here. But like at the end, you started like think, it wasn't that bad.
Right.
Like the friendship that you make and just in general, like the experience.
Mhm.
It's something that I'll miss, even though I was online. I've had my moments that I've had, but I'll miss it.
What are we doing next year? You going to go online or are you going to go in person?
I am trying to get to a school that is kind of focused on like business and marketing.
Okay.
Even though I don't like want to have a business, but it has a lot of different options. It's in a nice area.
Okay.
Um, it has they obviously like the day school. They have night school and online school, which is kind of crazy.
Okay.
Uh,
That is crazy.
yeah, to like kind of see my options and kind of experiment with that, and also just like in general, it looks like a really nice school. It
Mhm.
has sports. I kind of want to get into sports. My friends go there. Some of my
Okay.
friends, I want to see my friends. Um, yeah,
So we're going in person next year.
most likely, yeah.
Very cool. Um, how does it feel knowing that you were all about online school when we first started this, and now you're kind of like, I did it, I didn't quite like it, and now that you're changing, you're like, I want to go in school in person.
It's not that I didn't like online school. It was just really different, and it
Mhm.
kind of like took me away from the things that I missed about being in public school. Um, I think leaving online school is, because I've done it before, but like it's different this time, especially because I'm older. I'm in a different grade.
Mhm.
There's, I guess, more expectations, different, just different everything.
Right.
But again, it's not an experience that I really regret doing. I mean, I know a lot of kids don't really have that type of like they can't do online school, whether it's
Right.
because they can't learn or anything like that. Um, but I'm excited to go to public school again. My friends, it's in a really nice area,
Mhm.
and a bunch of things that I haven't really seen from a typical average high school.
Mhm.
So I'm excited.
That's exciting. I'm going to try and prepare some stuff for next month. Go back listen to all your guys' first episodes,
Oh
um,
God.
because it's interesting because we'll talk next month. Next month we'll do we'll wrap up like your whole Whimsy experience, and then uh, like what do you like about the podcast, what you don't like about the podcast, what we can like, and we'll just talk about the podcast stuff next month. But yeah, the idea that I'm going to go back and listen to all you guys' like first episodes because it's good. To me, it's fascinating, and I don't know if you've gone back and listened to any of your old stuff, but the growth of all five of you guys is like crazy to be able to like. It's weird that you have documentation of where you were 6 months ago and
Yeah.
versus now, and just be like, you're completely like I don't want to say completely different, but there are noticeable differences um, with where you were and where you're at now, and I think it's kind of a cool thing to kind of just follow that journey a little bit. Um, are there any summer plans?
I really, really, really want to go to Las Vegas this summer.
Okay.
Um, I don't know like a specific reason why, but I mean, I guess my dad won like this radio package thing to Las Vegas that we've
Right.
been holding on for a long time. So, I think it would be nice to go out, have some fun, and I mean, I've been in Las Vegas before. It's really fun, but now
Yeah.
I'm older again, I get to do more stuff.
Right.
Um But honestly, I just wanna this summer, I mean, I'm gonna get a job.
Yep.
That's probably my main goal, to get a job. Um, and to try to get into a sport if I can. I'm not sure what sport yet, but I want to focus more on like my physical health. Not that it's bad in any way,
Mhm.
but just better choices, I guess.
Maintain, man, because you get older. Like I'm a mess. Like you get out of high school, that metabolism falls off, and like no, there's nothing wrong with wanting to stay active. Um, what kind of sports are you thinking about?
I mean, my parents say that I should do basketball because I'm 6'2". Um, so I mean, maybe I don't know much about basketball. Um,
I think for 6'2", all you need to do is put your hands up. Like they I thought like like all I don't know anything about basketball either, but I know that all your tall guys, they're like you stand here and you just keep your hands up, and that's the majority of your job being 6'2" in high school. It's like
yep. My only downside about basketball, though, is like if you look on the TVs, they just run back and forth, back and forth. That's a
mhm,
lot of stamina. I don't think I have that.
not yet.
Other sports I want to do is probably something that isn't, I guess, as common. I don't know if track is common, but I've done track in like elementary school.
Hey, track is good.
Yeah, I loved running. I love running. I think it's fun. I think it's kind
Mhm.
of, I don't know, kind of therapeutic in a way. Just like I don't know how to explain it.
The man and the man on the road, and like yeah, you're competing with others, but like this the idea that it's just you running, and it's just yeah, I could see it
Yeah,
would be therapeutic.
yeah, just pop some music in, and
Yeah.
it'll be over. That's your exercise for the day. Um, if all else fails, though, I do want to try to get back into volleyball
Okay.
because my past experiences. I had a bad coach. I haven't even like been on the team because it was horrible. Like the whole thing was horrible. But when I practiced, before I guess all the team things or something like that, I really liked it. I enjoyed it. And I think with my height, volleyball would also kind of be like a benefit, to with the net and stuff like that.
Mhm. All right.
Yeah.
Um, have you noticed a difference? It can, and some of it could just obviously just be age, and that you've grown. Like the idea that you've grown from when we first started to now. Um, do you notice yourself like actively planning and wanting to do more, and then like actually like pursuing those things?
Um. Yeah, I think with the podcast and like just like talking about this, I feel like we do it every month, which is fine. But I think it just gets me thinking
Mhm.
because, you know, if we take back to like when I first started and like if you would ask me those questions, I wouldn't really have like a thought in mind.
Right.
Uh, even though I would be like 14, you
Hmm.
know, I'm 15, it's not that big of a age difference, but I just had a lot of time to really think about what I want to do in the future, and I kind of have like that set plan. So the podcast definitely helped me think about it too. Like I remember the last episode of about it was mainly focused on college
Hmm.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Very helpful. I do want to go to college. That got me really thinking really hard. Um, yeah.
Very cool. It's kind of fun because like the what is nice about the podcast is it does kind of get you thinking. And there's this idea, especially with the college last month, which was like I don't really need to worry about it yet. But then you get the idea of like I only have 3 years left to do these things.
Yeah.
Where you're like, because it was funny, there was a moment you're like, oh, I'm only a freshman, but I'm like, but you're not. You're more sophomore than you are freshman, and you're like, oh
Yeah.
my god, I lost a year. Very cool. I Is your college or your career goals, have those changed at all? Uh, like, what do you want to try to do after? Like, what do you want to go to college for?
That's probably been like my biggest, I guess, well, I've been really indecisive about that. Because I've really wanted to work somewhere like in the medical field. I don't know where. I'm not like specific about that. I just want
Right.
to work and help people um with their physical being. Um, but also like I don't know, like I think it would be really cool to do I've always had a passion for animals like ever since I was
Right.
younger, and doing something like that I think would be like not only cool but also like rewarding money wise.
Right.
um I don't know, I want to do something that I like but also have a good career, because one of the things that I value is family, and I want to make sure that in case my parents, I don't know, struggle for some reason, and I have that good stable job, I can support them.
Right. Uh, that's cool. So you definitely want to do something helping in some way. So you want to do not necessarily a career for just you. You would prefer to find something that helps give back in a way.
Yeah.
That's like, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. That's good. We all need those. Uh, are your parents like, okay, hold on. Is there a difference between being a freshman and now a sophomore? Have you noticed a difference getting closer to the end?
Like for school, not really. It feels like eternity.
Uh, I just got done talking with Alice, and what's going to be fun with you is like next year it's going to be like because this time next year you're going to be a junior. You're going to be like, oh my god, I'm almost, you're going to be like like those little moments where you start thinking like I have to really really start pushing and start doing some things to get ready for life after high school. Um, it's going to be exciting, man. Like I'm enjoying this whole experience with you guys. Um, we did this with your sister and Alice. What do you have on your walls? We're going to talk about your room now.
Okay.
Because you were big into music, you like your artists, you like your drums. Are those mostly album like
Yes, these are album covers,
okay.
and I got them December 2023. So they've been, I don't know if you can tell right now, but like they're on the like they're about to fall off. They're off. It looks horrible. Um, but yeah, these are just album covers. I mean, again,
What
music,
are they
huh?
printouts or are they like the actual like are they like official posters or are they something that you printed out and you like to put up?
I think they're just like printouts. Again,
Okay.
I got them on Amazon.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
I think they're just printouts.
That's pretty cool though. How many do you have? There's so many on there.
So I have like a kind of like a wall of
Yeah.
them, and then I have some over there that I got last year too. I think they look more organized than this, and they're not album covers, but they're kind of like flyers, like old flyers, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
um I don't know how it was back then, but like whenever they try to like promote like a concert, you walk down the street, you see it like a poster, stuff
Right.
like that. That's kind of what that is. And then what I really really want to do, I collect records.
Mhm.
I've not recently, but I do have a few records in my collection. If I could, I would definitely display them like
Yeah.
where these posters are right now,
Okay.
because it's cool. And
Hey,
I've seen
that's
a
what
lot
you
of
do with your job. You spend a couple of bucks every paycheck to get your hooks. Start putting them. Start hanging all your albums and stuff. Um,
yeah.
what? Okay, so if so, what bands make the wall? Is it just any of them, or like you went out specifically because you like these different artists?
I like for these
Yeah,
posters.
yeah.
They came in a assorted version. Like, for example, I have no idea what this is. I've
Okay.
never listened to it. I don't know who made it. It just came in a assorted version.
Okay.
I mean,
You just
there's
like the
some
cover, so
that
you're going on the wall.
yeah. I mean, obviously, there's some that I know,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
not all of them that I've even heard until now.
Do you have LED lights like your sister?
There are LED clouds. I used
Yeah,
to
yeah.
have some like around the wall, but they were like falling off and they broke.
Mhm.
Um, but right now, yeah, I have some LED clouds up here. It doesn't look good on camera, but
Uh, I lost my mind because Alice a couple of months ago, uh, when we were talking about the rooms and stuff, she had the clouds and she had to like kids explain how to do it, and like I think they look super cool. Uh, do you spend most of your time in your room, like if you have any downtime, where do you like to hang out and
I
throughout the
mean,
house?
I have my computer in my room. I have my bed. I have my record player. So, I mean, this is kind of like my chill spot.
Right.
If anything, though, I like to hang out in the kitchen. It's weird. Like, I have like in the kitchen where the dining table is, I kind of have like my own area to literally lay down like I'm in my bed. And it's just great. I have my food and stuff like that. There's a bunch
Right.
of natural sunlight, so getting my vitamin D, I guess. But yeah, that's usually where I hang out, or to bug my parents.
I like I like it. I dig it. Always just like, what are you guys doing? Because like the kitchen, especially with your family and my family is very similar. A lot of food, so like we always like to apply. Like kitchen is really is like the center of the house.
It
Like
is, yeah.
everything happens. That's some fun. What'd you do for your birthday?
Well, my birthday stuff and like my gifts and everything were kind of like scattered around like the week before, I guess,
Okay.
and doing stuff. But on my birthday, we went to a different like city, nothing too crazy, but I've been kind of like obsessed with like this store. It's so weird. It's like I don't know if you heard of like Albertsons or Smitzer something like
Yeah, yeah.
that. It's like that, but like 10 times nicer. It's amazing.
Okay.
Um, it's bigger. It's kind of like Costco big. Uh,
Okay.
we went there and I had sushi.
All right. You just like the idea of a large store buying in bulk.
Yes, I just like walking around. That's the thing. You walk around, you find cool stuff, and then you buy
Yeah.
it, and then you consume it.
Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah, to me.
I like it. That's so fun. It's funny. Did you say Smiths or Smitty's?
What did I say?
Albertsons?
I
Because
said both. Yeah.
we used to have those here, and like I can't like the like my mom's gonna go back and listen to this, and she's gonna have a very similar feeling to that I just had of like because like my go-to store back in the day used to be an Albertsons, and I remember when there was Smiths, and then there was a Smitty's, and then they combined, and now they're like all like I don't have any of those in my state anymore. It's crazy. So it was
You know
just
what? I have not seen Albertsons. I live close to a Smith's, and honestly, I like going there, but now it's like really, I don't know if ghetto is the right word, but
they're all ghetto. Yeah.
it's extremely sketchy. Like the city that I live in is really violent and weird and disgusting and gross.
Mhm.
And it's huge and it's dark at night and it's scary. So
Right.
there's a lot of weird people that roam around in the store and just in the parking lot, banging on your car, asking for money or cigarettes, doing something
Right.
like that. Um, but Albertsons, I have not seen one. No, that's a lie. There's a couple, but like it's really far from where I live. I used
Right.
to live by both the Smiths and Albertsons, but they got completely demolished. I don't know what happened to them.
Yeah, I don't remember because I don't even know if there's an Albertsons in here anymore. Like it's crazy. Like when you grow up, like there's this idea like you're gonna be 42 doing a podcast, and you're gonna look backwards. You're gonna be like, all of these stores are gone. Like I remember, um, like different gas stations. Like there's a gas station like Texaco used to be a thing, but all these stores are kind of just like no longer exist anymore. It's so weird to be able to look back and be like, I used to do an Albertsons, and then you're like, they don't exist anymore. Like it's
Mhm.
crazy that you outlived an Albertsons. Eh,
Yep. Same thing kind of happened with 7-Eleven. I know it's still around, but again, used to live by 7-Eleven,
right.
got completely demolished. I've not seen one since.
Like, and they used to be like the go-to gas station. Now it's like Circle K or QT. You guys
Or
have QTs?
Maverick, yeah. Well,
Oh,
I don't know if you guys have Maverick, but
no Mavericks over here.
yeah.
That's so weird. And that's always funny because because there's some things that are regional. Do you guys have Carl's Jr. or do you have Hardee's?
Carl's Jr., it's so bad.
I love Carl's Jr. This was my first job.
My dad loves it, but like, get
What?
I don't know. Like the chicken, like what do they have? Like
Yeah,
starfish shaped chicken nuggets. Tastes like really rubbery to me. I don't know if it's just my location, but again, I live close to like like a good variety of stuff, and like the
right.
food here, like the food near my area is nasty. Yeah, they get our order wrong every single time. It's
There's
bad.
nothing worse, man. Like especially because you drive through, you get it, you get home, and you have like everything I told you to take off, you did extra.
No, exactly. Yeah. And like I live with 4 people, and whenever we order, for example, there's a Taco Bell,
Hmm.
and we gonna get Taco Bell whenever my mom and dad don't want to cook.
Right?
So we go to Taco Bell, and I don't know if you guys know like those, I don't know what to call like those duo restaurants where like it's like
Yeah.
yeah, this one is a KFC and Taco Bell, okay? It's horrible. They always get our order wrong. I've gotten sick a couple times from them. It's just so bad. Like, I'm not saying that the food's like bad here. It's amazing. But you can't trust fast food all the time.
Uh, when you find one, you always go to that one, but it's like really hit or miss. Uh, Fast food sometimes where it's like there's some places I just won't go anymore. Like I like it, but I'm like they never get my order right, so I can't ever go back there again. I get it sucked.
Mhm.
Uh, I don't understand because I used to work in fast food. Like it's significantly easy. It's all conveyor. Like you get everything comes down the line, and I just don't know why it can't get the order right. Like Sonic, there's a Sonic that always messes up my order.
Same.
I have to go like 3 miles out of the way to go to one that I do like because then that guy can't fix for whatever reason they can't handle it. I don't understand it. Anyway,
It's yeah, it's bad.
like, uh, uh, all right. Well, that's all I got for you. Do you have finals?
I don't know if they're considered finals, but I mean, I think this is with everybody where like you take 3 tests, one in the
Yeah.
beginning, middle, and end. I have that next week. I don't know if those are considered. No, yeah, those are my finals.
Yeah.
Whatever grade I get on that is the grade that I get for like all my classes, and I'm so nervous. I have I have good grades.
Hmm.
But I get really mad whenever I see kind of like a low score or something that I'm not satisfied with. Like for example, math, I have like an 82. I'm not happy with that. I mean, I feel like a lot of people would die to have that kind of score, but I'm not happy with it. So hopefully these finals save my grade if I do good.
Okay. Um. So all A's and B's. Are you anything lower than a B in any of your classes?
No, not currently at least.
Okay. Have you ever had a D in a class?
Horrible experience. My first full year of online school, I had a horrible social studies teacher that did not pay attention. She was old, and she did not pay attention to us at all. And there's just one time where I keep up with my assignments. I keep up with
Mm.
all of them. and I've done all my assignments, and like it's so weird. I had a 60.7 even though I did all my assignments, and like I know, I have my parents that, check my work,
Right.
and I feel like they're pretty smart people, I trust them. But this girl, she did not, I don't know if it's because she didn't change my grade or not, but she was just so bad. And I had that 60.7 for like 3 months until I like emailed the teacher saying, hey, like, what's going on? Like, when I tell you, like, every single class she was with like her older brother, or like talking to her son about like some credit card information. Like, I swear, the whole 60-hour class I had one time was just her on the phone with the bank.
That
I'm
is,
being for real right now.
oh my God.
Horrible.
That's horrible. She's writing all that credit card info down. That's getting, oh, okay. So other than that, good grades all the way through.
Yeah.
Good for you guys. All right. Well, good luck on your finals. Are you doing any extra studying for them? Or are you kind of just trying to not stress out about it, but stressing out about it?
I'm not trying to stress out about it, and I think, what was it? I remember, I think, having a podcast with Alice. She told me, like, study, I think.
Mhm.
Like, key focus to study. I don't study. um, I just don't study, I know it's important and stuff like that, but I just feel like I already have it all in my brain and
Right.
I'm ready to go,
There you go.
Um, and
Oh,
I'm
cool.
already busy as it is,
Right.
so.
All right. All right. So next month, you guys will be officially done and out of school. So we're gonna chat. We're gonna take a break. We're doing season 1. We're gonna end it next month. But some things to think about is going to be focused mostly on your experience with the podcast. The things that you liked, you didn't like, some things that you want to do next year, like whatever it is that we want to add, change, just your overall experiences about it, and we're going to focus a lot on those things. So, a lot of reflecting backwards of what you, how you were in the beginning versus now, positives and negatives. So keep that in mind. I'll get with you guys. Like we can record like the week of the 2nd. Yeah, like the week of the 2nd, I think, or the end of May. So we'll figure something out. But yeah, I'm curious to see what you guys think. You're gonna come back next year? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm waiting for one of you guys to be like, nah, not for me.
No, I'm going to. Yeah.
All right. Dean, thank you very much for hanging out tonight. Thanks for working with my schedule a little bit. So I appreciate you.
Thank you.
You have a good night. Thank you.
You too.
Whimsy.